Hello, welcome to FightCore USA.
Welcome to the Grand Arena, where titans collide and only one can emerge victorious. Tonight, we witness a captivating clash between two fighters who embody the epitome of their names. In one corner, the enigmatic silent assassin, a man of few words but deadly precision, and in the other, the boisterous screaming eagle, whose booming voice echoes his powerful presence. As they stepped into the ring, their contrasting personalities ignite an electric tension. The silent assassin, a picture of calm and focus, exudes an aura of quiet intensity. His movements are fluid, almost hypnotic, as he stalks his opponent with unwavering determination. The screaming eagle, on the other hand, cuts a flamboyant figure, his every move accompanied by thunderous roars that reverberate through the arena. He dances around his opponent, a whirlwind of feathers and fury, his piercing cries leaving spectators both mesmerized and slightly unnerved. This evening's showdown promises to be a mesmerizing display of skill, strategy, and sheer mental fortitude. With each fighter bringing their unique brand of combat mastery to the forefront, the question arises, can the stoic and unflappable assassin withstand the deafening onslaught of the eagle's intimidating cries? Will the cool-headed strategist be rattled by the tempestuous tirades of his flamboyant opponent, or will he remain unfazed? His focus unwavering as he methodically executes his game plan. As the fight progresses, the tension mounts. The screaming eagle unleashes a flurry of attacks, each one punctuated by ear-splitting screams that shake the very foundations of the arena. But the silent assassin remains unmoved. With surgical precision, he parries and riposts, his movements as swift and silent as a phantom. But it's not just the physical blows that leave their mark. The mental game is just as intense. The screaming eagle, confident and brash, taunts and provokes, attempting to break the assassin's resolve with his thunderous verbal assaults. Yet the assassin remains impassive, his eyes locked on his opponent, his mind sharp and focused. It's a psychological jewel of epic proportions, a battle of wheels that has the crowd on the edge of their seats. The screaming eagle, with his larger-than-life personality and aggressive fighting style, seems to have the upper hand. His unorthodox tactics and relentless energy lead the assassin on the defensive. The audience roars with each of the eagle's earth-shattering strikes, their cheers echoing the booming power of his attacks. But amidst the chaos, the assassin's true nature begins to emerge. Like a predator that patiently waits for its moment to strike, he bides his time, studying the eagle's every move, searching for a weakness in the tempestuous fighter's seemingly impenetrable armor. And then it happens. Just when the eagle's confidence seems to be at its peak, the assassin makes his move. It's a surprise attack. Swift and merciless, the eagle is caught off guard, his defenses momentarily crumbling in the face of the assassin's lightning-fast assault. The crowd gasps, stunned into silence by the sudden turn of events. But the eagle, though momentarily shaken, is far from defeated. His resilience shines through as he recovers quickly, shaking off the shock of the surprise attack. With renewed determination, he unleashes a barrage of counterattacks. His screams echoing his frustration and anger. The assassin however, remains unfazed. He stands firm, weathering the storm of the eagle's fury with an air of calm determination. The tide of the match seems to be turning. The table's now set for the assassin's methodical brilliance to take center stage. The match continues, each fighter giving it his all, their contrasting styles creating a spectacle that keeps the audience on the edge of their seats. But as the fight progresses, a subtle shift occurs. The Screaming Eagle, despite his earlier ferocity, begins to tire. His heavy breathing and occasional wincing revealed a toll. The fight is taking on his stamina. The silent assassin, on the other hand, seems to be in his element. His movements becoming more precise and efficient as the fight drags on. His eyes, cold and calculating, never waver in their intensity, revealing the depths of his training and resolve. With keen observation, the assassin exploits the eagle's moments of vulnerability, landing blows that are as precise as they are effective. Each strike chips away at the eagle's strength, but the crowd remains undeterred, their cheers echoing through the arena. However, as the eagle's stamina wanes, so does his ability to match the assassin's relentless attacks. The tide of the fight has clearly turned, leaving the roaring crowd to wonder if the flamboyant screamer will succumb to the silent predator's deadly prowess. As the match reaches its climax, the contrast between the two fighters becomes even more stark. The Screaming Eagle, once a whirlwind of untamed energy, now moves with a desperate, erratic unpredictability. His earlier confidence replaced by a frenzied determination. The silent assassin, however, remains the picture of controlled aggression. His movements are a deadly ballet. Each step, each block, each strike executed with machine-like precision. The crowd watches in rapt attention as the fight reaches its final stages. The fate of the match hangs in the balance. Then it happens. The Screaming Eagle, in a last-ditch effort to turn the tables, unleashes one final, earth-shattering scream, a desperate attempt to intimidate his composed opponent. But this silent assassin doesn't flinch. He stands firm, his eyes unwavering, his stance unbreakable. In that moment, the truth of the match becomes undeniable. The silent assassin has not only withstood the roaring onslaught of the Screaming Eagle, but has emerged victorious. The crowd erupts in applause, recognizing the sheer grit and determination that has brought the assassin to this moment of triumph. But it's not just about physical strength or fighting prowess. It's also a testament to the power of mental fortitude. The assassin's quiet, unflappable nature has been his secret weapon, allowing him to remain focused and strategic throughout the fight. In contrast, the Screaming Eagle's boisterous personality, while initially a source of strength, becomes his undoing as his emotional energy ebbs, leaving him vulnerable to the assassin's calculated attack. As the night draws to a close, the victor, the silent assassin, stands tall, his face betraying none of the effort he's He is the epitome of quiet, calculated strength, a true master of his craft. In defeat, the Screaming Eagle stands bowed but not broken. His earlier bravado, replaced by a newfound respect for his opponent. The match between these two titans has not just been a display of physical prowess, but a profound lesson in the art of mental resilience. In the end, it is the still small voice of strategy and composure that triumphs over the roaring storm of impulsive energy. The silent assassin and the screaming eagle, two sides of the same coin, both equally powerful, yet ultimately defined by their contrasting approaches to the game. They fought valiantly, giving it their all under the bright lights of the grand arena. And as the echoes of their battle faded into the night, one thing became abundantly clear. The loudest roar doesn't always belong to the strongest. Sometimes it's the quietest voice that carries the most weight. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the culmination of this electrifying show. The tension has been palpable, the strategies ingenious, and the skill on display nothing short of phenomenal. But alas, all good things must come to an end. And as the final bell rings, it's time to declare a winner. After a hard-fought battle, the judges deliberate and announce their verdicts. The winner of this evening's showdown is the silent assassin. A hush falls over the crowd as they absorb the outcome. Some nod their heads in approval, acknowledging the well-deserved victory. Others, perhaps those who are rooting for the eagle, let out disappointed sighs. But amidst the varied reactions, one sentiment stands out. Respect. Respect for the silent assassin, the epitome of cool-headed strategy and precision. His every move was a testament to rigorous training and an unwavering focus. His victory tonight wasn't just about brute strength or overwhelming power, but about calculated risks, patience, and the courage to remain calm under pressure. As for the screaming eagle, although he's being declared the loser for tonight, he leaves the ring with his head held high. His flamboyant style, his raw power, and his undying spirit continue to echo in the minds of the spectators. The match may be over, but the memory of his valiant effort will linger long after the applause subsides. The true essence of the game, however, lies not in the final bell or the judge's decision, but in the spirit of sportsmanship that both fighters embodied tonight. They gave it their all, displaying skill, tenacity, and an unwavering love for their craft. Whether in victory or defeat, they have left an indelible mark on the arena and in the hearts of the spectators. So as the night winds down and the cheers gradually fade, let us not remember only the final bell, but celebrate the spectacle of skill and tenacity that these two fighters brought to the ring. For in the end, it was a true testament to the human spirit, the relentless pursuit of excellence, and the courage to face one's fears. That concludes our gripping tale of the silent assassin and the screaming eagle. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to show your support. Your likes and comments fuel our passion for delivering more thrilling content. So until next time, keep cheering, keep dreaming, and always remember, the quietest voice can often be the strongest.
Okay guys, thank you for watching my videos.